You gotta do it like this. Alright guys, here we are back at 2497. As you can see, Queen Chaos is now rallying Demo. Now the reason why we're rallying is because he's a T1 feeder. He didn't help, and now he's being murdered because of it. And then that's when you would go to his stats. You'd click on his city. You'd see his T1s, and then you would be like, all right, and in just a couple minutes, looks like she's using an infantry rally. We're gonna be zeroing him for not helping.
What is going on, guys? First off, I want to thank Destiny Hero for that amazing intro. Before we get into this amazing zeroing, I shaved my beard. What do you guys think? Do I look like I'm 12 years old? Do I look hot? Do I look bad? Let me know in the comments. So obviously, everyone has their own thoughts on T1 feeding and trading. Obviously, some kingdoms do it, some don't, but in our kingdom, we do not tolerate that, especially Demo here, who is 26 million power, and during our wars that we had and fighting, he did not contribute at all, and instead just farmed, and afterwards, after we're all done fighting, he decided to trade T1 siege kills with 2,500, which he was told not to, but he still did so. And so we ended up zeroing him because he also, on top of that, decided to complain about rankings with MGE and leadership of the kingdom and whatnot. So after I show you guys him getting zeroed, I will show you his kill points, and you can see that for KVK2, his kill points are pretty bad, especially when we had plenty of fighting going on that he could have got some fighting in, but he instead decided to complain about everything and traded T1 with the enemy. But without further ado, let's get into the zeroing. Okay, here in just a moment, we are going to have the first rally incoming. Queen of Chaos is going to be the rally leader, and it is marching towards it right now. So at the start of this, Demo had, I think, like 26 million and some thousand power. As you would notice, obviously the rally is just shredding right through him because Chaos is like 100 million power whale. Had to send my siege a little bit out of the way of the AoE. Had my siege ready to plunder all that juicy booty. Here he will be going down for his first time. I got the report saved and everything because I ended up joining the rally, so I will show you those too. Alright, now the other rally should be incoming here pretty soon. Queen of Chaos as the rally leader once again. Yeah, I think Demo was also offline, so he couldn't pour it out or anything, which is always nice because you love to see people like this get zeroed. Obviously, you don't want that to happen to your own kingdom members, but, you know, when they don't contribute, it has to happen. And he went down like butter. Alright, so that had been the only 2 rallies that I had recorded hitting his city. Somebody else did rally his city afterwards, but obviously his troops he didn't have much left anyways. I think he had like 20 million stone and 20 million gold, and the rest basically none to plunder. So now I will switch over to my account and I will show you the reports. Alright, so I am now in the game. Let's go over here to my favorites. Right here is his city. This was the first rally. We took 80,000 dead and he took 560,000 dead and then 444,000 severely wounded. Ouch. But we click on here. He had a starting troop count of 2.2 million. He lost a lot of his calves and archers and infantry right off the bat, rather than all his lower troops, which is always nice. You want to kill those off. Let him keep those lower tier troops since he likes to trade T1s. Right here, 481,000 T1 siege. That's crazy. But those are the ones that died. And he dropped 3.2 million power. This is the troop buffs, if anyone's interested. Obviously, Chaos is just way better than him, so but this is the other report. This was the second one. We only took 42,000 dead this time, and he took 830,000 deads. Oof. Dropped 2.4 million there. So he dropped a total of 5.6 million power just from us hitting him, and then obviously somebody else rallied his city when it still had a little bit more troops left. Looks like it had like 317,000 left after this, but we'll take a look at what died here. So basically almost all the rest of his calves died. T4 siege and almost all his fighting troops died, except for there's still some of this stuff that seems to have survived. But yeah, look at the troop buffs here, very way stronger than Demo. Alright, so I don't know exactly where Demo is or what alliance he's in. I know he created his own alliance because he's going to migrate out now, obviously. Plans on migrating to 2500, where they also T1 trade, which I will actually show you. So if you go over to 2500, you have one of their whales here, Taco, which he created an account. This is not a cross-season migration. This is same season. He's always been in 2500. He has 16 million T1 kills, so he traded T1s, obviously. I don't know if it's KVK 1 or 2, but obviously 2500 is very used to trading T1s rather than actually fighting, so it'd be a good fit for Demo here. Yeah, right here, if you got Mr. Abs here, he has 6 million T1s. So basically, everybody that you look at here has a bunch of T1 kills. For instance, if you go over to my profile, I only have 819,000 T1 kills because, you know, I get most of my kill points from actually battling rather than, you know, stooping that low. So right here is Demo's kill points. He has a total of 37 million, 10.5 million actual kills from T1, and basically a little bit of T4 and a little bit of each, but mainly a lot of his actual kills are coming from T1s, which, I mean, he has 37 million KP, which I have higher than that, so that's pretty bad on his part. Now what I would like to get into is some screenshots that I have of him talking after getting zeroed. So here the first one is: incapable of leading people during war and pushing them instead equals you don't know what you are doing. So obviously here Demo is complaining about how the war went down, which he did not participate in. Can't really complain if you don't participate. And if you guys go back to my past 5 opening, there was strategy and we were doing murder balls and whatnot, so there was guidance in the battlefield on what is going on and what we could do best. And then here he says, want to be in a kingdom with a point-based system for any rewards? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Join 2500. So basically he was complaining about not being in MGE. I think it was Saladin he was complaining of not being in, and we do have a point-based rankings where your participation in KVK and contribution to the alliances and kingdom are taken in and discussed on who would be the best fit for when we do fixed MGEs, so like the top 15 people. But yeah, he didn't contribute, so obviously he's not going to be any MGEs because you gotta contribute to get on the list. And then here he says, tired of losing KVK question mark question mark question mark, DM me, obviously stating that if you would like to not lose any more KVKs. It seems like he would like to go to 2500 where he can join his T1 feeding friends where they gather resources, farm barbs, and trade T1s in order to get kill point requirements rather than actually fighting. So I just want to discuss a little thing too that I've been seeing going around with certain content creators and some people in 2500, because they seem to think that they carried everybody this KVK or something, or they got this persona that they're better than everyone just because they are with a winning team, which basically they got carried by 89, but they think that they somehow demolished us. That is a whole different video that will be coming out soon, because misinformation being spread around, it seems like they are just trying to give 97 a bad name, but that's for a different time. So we're just gonna end the video off there, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you do subscribe and like the video. I do go live sometimes, and hope you guys look forward to the future content. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.